I've been here now in Itoan for maybe 3 months, and it's a bit difficult to explain Itoan, but it's like a free community where there's maybe 100 families. No, sorry, that's wrong. There's maybe 100 people who live here, and there's about 30 families. And everybody who works outside of the community gives their money to inside the community, and anyone who works inside the community, nobody gets paid. But nobody pays for anything while you're here. And the people here are very, very nice, and they've been very kind to me. I'm the Hitori Gaijin here. I'm the only foreigner living here. Our days here start at like 6 in the morning. You must rise about 5:45, and from 6 till 7 you go to the Juko and you do like an hour's of a little bit of meditation and some yoga and some chanting. And then you start working in the gardens.
Corner.
Mm-hmm.
Corner, green.
Mm-hmm.
Cutting.
This corner? Yep.
Top and side.
Okay.
The service at 6 6 in the morning, that's quite difficult to rise at 6. We've just gone now from summer to autumn, so it's gotten quite cold recently, and it's quite hard to get up. Yeah, it's quite hard to get up in the morning, but once you do make it to the service, it's a nice start for your day. I also get quite a good feeling from looking at the gardens, and to think that I've been part of that, and they're looking good, but instead of always thinking about the money. The work really is quite easy, and it's quite enjoyable. Even though you're not getting paid for it, it's interesting being in a situation where you're working just for the love of it, if you could use that expression. But I couldn't say I love it, but I don't mind it. It's interesting not expecting any money at the end of every week. In the bathhouse, which is the cento, the communal bathhouse, it's powered by wood, and when it rains, if we're not making new brooms or preparing some fruit to be dried, we chop wood for the cento, which is good to do some proper physical labour occasionally.
the wrong lot this time, I think. It's a bit green, this one.
Most of the people are older people. Unfortunately, the community's losing numbers. Years ago, most people inside the community, most people married inside the community, but nowadays a lot of the younger people are marrying outside of the community, and so their partners haven't wanted to come in and live inside the community, so unfortunately their numbers are dwindling. But they have what's called Friends of Light all over Japan and the world, I think. And there's a lot of people interested in Itoan, so I don't think it could ever stop. It will always continue. But yeah, they have Friends of Light, and these people support Itoan, and there's a lot of people in Japan who are involved with Friends of Light. I think Itoan itself, translated into English, means Garden of Light. All the high school students I told that my cousin was Ian Thorpe, the swimmer, and at first I think they believed me.
Moshi moshi? Ian! Hi! Ian. Hi! Okay. Okay, Ian. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Okay, Ian, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much.
Ian Thorpe.
Thorpe?
Ian Thorpe.
Yeah, Ian Thorpe.
True.
I feel stronger for the experience here, I'm sure. It's given me a bit of a broader outlook. I'd like to say that I could appreciate money more now that I'll leave, but unfortunately I can't see that happening. I find money quite easy to come by, so I also let it go very easily as well. I can't quite seem to hang on to it for any great deal of time. People ask me, well, what am I doing here? Well, I don't really know what I'm doing here. What's anyone doing anywhere? We're just living, aren't we? We're just getting on with life.